Hello and welcome to the Walk in Love podcast. I'm TJ.
And I'm Brooke. And today we're talking about sprinkles and cake.
Thank you for listening and making us a part of your week or watching. The Walk in Love podcast is a weekly conversation about rhythms, parenting, faith, emotions. It's a place where we laugh and sometimes cry as we try to find language to live a full life.
And if you like your listening to line up with your living, you're in the right place.
You're in the right place. And those of you that watch.
That was the weakest snap I've almost ever had. Oh, okay. That's
We're
better.
also not in the headphones.
No, I have hair oil on my hands.
Oh,
and
classic hair oil snap.
It's a trash snap.
Trash snap. Sorry about the trash snap, but we're here and we're grateful that you're here. For those of you that watch on YouTube or Spotify, thanks for watching. And a special thank you to members who help make the podcast possible. To become a member, go to walkinlove.supercast.com and sign up for a membership today. You get bonus episodes, you get ad-free episodes, and it's a great way to support the podcast. And we're grateful for those of you that do it that way.
Yeah.
And another great way to support the podcast is the final year of selling things. So we have, well, I guess I shouldn't phrase it like that.
No. The apparel side
apparel
of things, which
side,
is not brand new information to anybody.
The t-shirt era is coming to an end, and we are releasing new designs every week. We have 7 more to go. Not 7 weeks, just 7 more designs. There's a couple where they're together. This week, we are releasing the Maui Fundraiser shirt. So after the Maui fires, we released a shirt. We raised 50, 60,000, maybe 75.
It was like 70.
$70,000 to help the fire victims of Maui through that purchase of that shirt, which was really amazing. And so we're re-releasing it as a design of the week because it is a really cool design. It kind of pays homage to our time on Maui. And alongside of that, we are also launching hats, which we have not done in a very, very long time. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. So 5 hats. If you're watching, Brooke has them in her hand right now. And I'm going to explain them in detail for the podcast listeners only. So 4 of them are just dad hats. And then one is has a little more structure to it.
Which one?
The green one.
Oh, the green one.
Yeah.
So because the back is different.
Yeah. So we'll start with the dad hats. First up in Brooke's hand is a white dad hat.
I didn't photograph them yet, so I don't want to put them on my head because I have makeup on, which is the only reason I'm not putting them on.
White dad hat with the Walk in Love cursive design, real small in the front.
It's really pretty.
Really cool hat.
Okay.
Next is a pink hat that has the slow down design and a green thread.
Mermaid thread.
Which is really, really cool. So that one will also be available. All the hats will be available 1 week only, starting Monday. Today, the episode.
If you listen on Monday.
Yep.
This is the one I wore last week.
Okay, I Love You Bye. Matt also wore it on Naughty Nation yesterday.
Nice.
As he says the headphones hurt his head. So, we'll pray for him.
Guy.
Hey, if you're looking for a guy to date, this episode is sponsored by Matt Kark. But I
go to walkinlove.com/date
Matt Kark and
just kidding, that doesn't exist.
But if you do want to date Matt, I'm the gatekeeper, so you got to message me. It's the only way to do it. And then we have an original design on a black hat, kind of the reverse of the one white thread, the original OG design. And then the only hat that is not a dad hat, it has a little bit more structure
from the front. It does. I mean, it feels more structured when I'm holding it.
And
from
it's got
the
a different
front,
back.
It's not super different, but the back is different. This one has the, hold on. Let me do it for the audio. Yeah. This one has the
ASMR.
Snap back.
ASMR. Unpack hats with me.
I'll put this one on. It's dark in color.
Nice.
I don't think it's going to.
You look dynamite. Okay, so all those hats, those 5 hats, and then one design, the Maui Fundraiser design on a black tri-blend tee, which my brother Michael wears almost every day. He was like, "Are you doing this one again?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Okay, I'm going to buy like 10 of them." Yeah. I was like, "Please do. Full price." For you, full price. And then on the ivory with like that bluish, purpley ink.
I stacked them all here on the center. And It's not in the video shot at all.
That's a bummer. Oh, I can go to wide.
No. Don't change it.
I can go to wide.
We struggled to get here. Please don't
go to wide.
I'm going to say it one more time. Please don't go to wide.
Feels like you want me to go to wide. Oh my gosh. Feels like you do. Anyways.
Feels like you're not listening.
That is, I think, all the housekeeping, right?
I did make notes.
You did make notes.
I believe that is the housekeeping. You already did the
members only. Yeah, welcomelove.supercast.com. Hey, and if you are a member out there, go to the Ask Me Anything section of the members website. Jot down a few questions because that is always super helpful for us to help guide our members' episodes. So we know exactly what you want to talk about and we can talk about those things. Brooke, how was your week? I got a lot of energy today.
All right. My week was good.
You want to know why?
Why? Because you got a medal at work. Hey, that's on your how was your week list. You just wear that while I talk because you asked me. How was my week? My week was good. It was another week of school. Last week was I don't think I'm wrong in this statement, the first week that I officially took off a Thursday to come back to work and have a work day. So that felt really good. So that was fun. Let's see what else. Yeah, sort of started showing up back online again. Got lots of
not sort of, babe.
Lots of feels and thoughts about that. Had a whole newsletter about that.
You're back, baby.
Yeah.
She back.
And my week involved a lot of feeding birds.
Okay.
In the backyard.
Explain.
With June. June is very into feeding the birds in the very, very back of the yard, like where the borderline woods are.
Yep.
And the creek.
Or we have a backyard and it dips down into like a storm like water basin, but it's still part of our property.
Yeah.
Then it goes up and then it dips back down
to the creek.
Yeah. And there's like woods in front of the creek.
Right. And so
the former owner of this home, my father, did a very good job of keeping that area nice and cleaned out. So
he did, because you can get all the way to the creek, where I feel like everybody else's properties, they can't get to the creek. So June's been back there a lot. So I've just been updated about 3 to 4 times a day on how many house finches are back there, how many robins,
we got a chart,
how many squirrels,
we got a graph.
We saw a blue jay, but then we never saw it again. So does she want to count it? Was it an anomaly? And then other big news is we saw Foxy again this week. We have a fox living back there.
And a raccoon.
We have a raccoon too. We haven't seen the raccoon again.
Okay,
I think it might have just been passing through.
Yeah. Just a journey, just a wanderer.
Just a wanderer.
Not all those who wander are lost.
Yeah. But Foxy was gone for a while and we were like, where'd she go?
Yeah.
So
hibernation.
I don't think so. I don't think it's cold enough yet to hibernate.
Soon though.
Maybe.
I feel like I want to hibernate. It's cold enough for me to hibernate.
Yeah. It's not even that cold yet. That's what's so scary. It's like still in the 40s.
We used to live on a tropical island.
Don't go there. Can't.
How
was your week?
My week was good. As you can see, if you're watching, I won another medal at work. So there's 3 sales tiers for my solar job.
Does the medal have to be that
it's
large?
So big. Look how big that thing is.
And you have a big head. So it's not like holding it up next to a quarter. I want people to know. Wow.
That's solid something. Matt asked me if I was going to melt it down.
Maybe.
So
just get stuck in your melter.
So here are the tiers.
Okay.
High flyer.
Yep.
President's Club.
Yeah.
Royalty Club.
Okay.
Royalty Club is where you get knighted.
Yeah.
You go to a castle and you get knighted. Currently,
I know.
This quarter, I'm pacing towards Royalty Club.
We shall see.
With Thanksgiving and Christmas,
people get distracted.
Yeah,
people aren't thinking
so
about
I'm not sure. But if you've ever thought about solar and you want to help me get knighted,
now is the time. We need to go to this castle.
It's this quarter. So I got high flyer last quarter, which I'm very proud of. It means I get a little bit more money every time something gets installed. Mm-hmm. And it just shows that I show up and do the job, which I have spent a year at now.
Yeah.
So I've had a year of slinging solar. I can't remember totally how many installs I've had. But it's, again, I know I talk about it a lot in sort of like a joking fashion, but I think my favorite part about it is, one, I do like the product. I think it's a very useful technology for our society.
Yeah.
Especially, like Elon Musk is a huge proponent of solar. Okay. Now, you might have some feelings about Elon Musk one way or another, but you can't argue that this guy is a very smart, intelligent human being. He is trying to get to Mars. He basically like reinvented the auto industry.
Yeah.
He purchased social media and made, X, Twitter, a bastion of like free speech. He's done a lot of cool things. But he's such a huge proponent of solar, and so am I. But here's the thing, like I meet with 3 types of people. The first type is they're probably in their like mid to late 40s, early 50s. These are my favorite customers because they've felt the sting of their electric bill doubling over the last 10 years.
Yeah.
And over their lifetime. And they're just like, why don't other people do this?
Yeah.
And I literally say, I don't have an answer for that. I don't understand why people say no. It just works.
Yeah.
And it's something you got to buy every day. It's like, why don't people, like if there were 2 gas stations and one was $3 and one was $3.50, you'd probably drive across the street. And I said, right? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, I don't get it. So that's the one type of person. The other type of person is like the 70, 80-year-old that's like, I'm too old for this. And I, always ask, are you too old to save money? Well, no. And I'm like, so why not?
Right.
And then there's the young people. The young people are they're the biggest challenge because they haven't felt the pain yet. Like
it's just always been expensive.
It's always been expensive. And so they're like, it's fine. It'll be fine.
It's not going to keep going.
No.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. So, but it's been fun and I got a high flyer again, which I'm proud of. But I definitely feel like I'm getting.
Do the medals get bigger as the tier gets higher?
The royalty
sash
is purple.
Okay.
So
yeah,
again, I try to keep it really low pressure. If you've ever thought about solar, I really do believe in it. We have it on our house. It's literally right above us right now. And we had it on our house in Hawaii and it works great. So love to chat with you guys about it and save you money. Last night or 2 nights ago, the person I signed up, there's so many numbers in my head. I think by the time here's another type of person I get. Well, like the savings at the beginning isn't like monumental. Like it's not like groundbreaking. I'm not going to come in and say, oh, you're going to save $10,000 on your electric bill right now.
Yeah.
Over the period of time. But like I did the calculations for the first 5 years for this lady that I was sitting with because she was like, I don't know if it's worth it. Like, I don't know and even if the utility company stayed the same,
which it won't,
but even if it did, I showed her on the spreadsheet, she would save $3,000 in the next 4 years or 5 years, 4 or 5 years. I can't remember. Yeah. And she was like, oh, okay, I'm in. Right. And so it's just
that'd be nice.
Yeah. Like, again, it's like one of those things where we talk about this all the time where it's like, how are we going to, like, how do we save more money? It's like, I guess we could cancel. I guess we could
cancel Netflix.
Yeah. Or really, we don't even pay for that. My mom does. So it's like, I guess we'll cancel, Paramount Plus that we
don't
bought
ever
for
buy
that
a
one.
latte.
That's
not going to add up like we need it to add up.
Right. And it's like,
I guess it depends on how many lattes
but people will do that and be like, we're going to be really serious and we're going to save $120 this year because we're going to say no to lattes or $200. And then I come in and I'm like, hey, I could save you $400, $500 this year. And you literally don't have to spend any money.
Yeah.
And it'll just keep saving you money. And they're like, I don't know. Like, it's just such a unique. That's the really interesting part.
Although I will say most people you meet with sign up.
Yeah, I feel the need to clarify 100%.
That.
Yeah.
You're talking
but
about
I definitely, I don't have 100% close rate.
No.
But it's really unique in as a job, just kind of like thinking about it over the last year live on the podcast is like, it really gets into the psychology of how people think and how they make decisions and, how like some people get cold feet and then they cancel and some people will go all the way through. And then, I've got one customer who has referred 6 people to me in the last 12 months.
Which means.
So they've made $11,000 extra because of the referral bonus.
Yeah. That's so much money.
And they've
saved,
part-time job. And they've saved $600 on their utility since they signed up or $500. So they have had a $11,500 like
not necessarily surplus, but like, yeah.
But yeah.
That's wild.
So it's wild. But, and then some people will never refer anybody to me, which is fine. Like I don't push that very hard, but yeah, it's been a good year. And honestly, like I haven't pushed this side of it very hard, but I will. I just trained my first guy. And I think the cool thing about being in sales, well, there's hard parts about it because I literally work on 100% commission.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about it is it's like there is no limit. Like I could literally make as much money as I could.
As your
as my time and time allow.
Stuff
And
allows.
so it really has been sort of life-changing for us. And I need to remember that because there are times where if I don't sign a deal in one day, I spiral into an abyss of darkness. But like, I am so grateful for Trinity and for my brother and just for the opportunity that it's allowed you to stay home for the year.
Yeah.
It's allowed us to pay off debt. It's allowed us to like furnish a house again because we didn't have any furniture. And so like, when I think about that stuff, I am really grateful for it and just what it's been. And it's like, it's been a good year. Yeah. Even though it hasn't always felt like that, you know, and there are times where like, we call it the solar coaster where it's like you're riding high and it's awesome. And you're like,
it's almost like the sales coaster.
Yeah.
But solar rhymes better. But
and then, you know, like I had a solar coastery week this past week. Yeah. Where I was just like, oh gosh, you know. So
and on top of it, I beat you in Yahtzee, fair and square.
Yep, that's true. That's true. A lot of Yahtzee happening in this.
A lot of Yahtzee happening because we have
metal talk over. I'm taking the metal off.
A couple other things that happened this week. Yeah, lots of Yahtzee. I have officially put. Is it called Opal? Is that the right? I get all these
Opal.
These apps and names. They all sound the same.
Yeah. So we use Opal.
You've talked about Opal before. It's what you use to block screen time, block apps, like not block screen time, but like block stuff. To whatever. And I don't use my phone exactly the same way you do. So I've never installed it because I was just like, I just don't need that. But I was like, I don't know. Sure, I'll put it on my phone. Like, why not? Like,
no, we had a conversation.
I came downstairs and said, would you like to accept a challenge of...
And I said, yes.
No. No, that's not... See, I knew I was smart. I got to lead in with telling you it's a challenge. What did I say? Of like, no scrolling at night.
Yeah,
or
no
something
screen
like
time.
That. I didn't say like literally zero phones because I don't know if you needed to like set a stopwatch. It's not like your phone's turned off. But
right, you said no scrolling at night and like
I said it. And just it as a 30-day challenge.
Just like
what if we
didn't
scroll
at night
at all at night? Like, what would we do with our time? Yeah. Because again, that makes it sound like that's all we ever did. But like, it's easy to get there. And so.
Yeah. Especially because like TV's not as good and movies aren't as good. So it's like, well, we could try to find something to watch.
Yeah.
And so I just end up watching funny reels on my phone.
Right. So anyway, I put Opal on my phone. I've now.
Yeah. It started as a challenge. Like, what would happen if we stopped screens? And I was like, well, you just tell me what time. I'm game. Like, yeah, I'm in. Let's do it. And so you were like, I don't know, what about 7? And so I went through Opal and I was like, you were watching me kind of do it. And you're like, I guess if you're going to do it, I should probably do it too. Yeah.
Cause it does. Well, you can set it to be different levels, but you can just have a hard, you can't get into this app no matter what you do.
Yeah.
And so my stuff is there. The funny thing is I decided to lump in Amazon.
Yeah, well, really odd.
With the only apps I'm blocking are Instagram and Pinterest.
Yeah.
So that was it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, why not Amazon? Sometimes I look at that at night.
Right.
But it's funny because now I'm blocked from Amazon during school hours from 9 to 12:30 in the morning. Okay. And then I'm blocked again from 7 o'clock on.
Right. So.
And all I'm aware.
The window is open.
Literally. I'm like, quick, order the socks. Like, it's just funny. I really don't need to put Amazon in there, but now it has become a joke that I can't get into it during certain times. And this is my window to order Amazon. And that has been funny.
Yeah, but Opal's really great because so my schedule on Opal is, midnight until 11 a.m. I can't get on any social media.
Yeah.
And then from 11 until 7 I can, but it's not 11 yet. But like if I have to take a break and it takes like 45 seconds
to even get
to unlock the app. And so there are some times where it's like, it's not even worth it.
Right.
Like, you know, and then at 7 until midnight, again, I'm
Yeah.
locked out completely. Like even if I deleted the app, it wouldn't, you know, which has been really helpful. My only complaint with Opal is that it counts maps as screen time. This is my complaint with Apple, in general, that it counts navigation as screen time.
Right.
And
so your screen time's insane.
my screen time looks like I spend 5 hours a day on my phone.
Right.
Because I drive for about 5 hours almost every day.
Give or take.
You know, sometimes it's longer, sometimes it's less. But like most of like my appointments today, if I look at them, let me see. I think they are.
I'm also bothered that you can't be more selected, that I can't like toggle on and off what I want in screen time, which I guess people would manipulate and make themselves feel good, but some of us wouldn't.
Whoa.
What?
Today I'm going to Opal Avenue.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
That's cool.
So yeah, so like an hour and 33 minutes away or an hour away, and then then 30 minutes away from the to the next one, and then I got to drive back, and so so I'm on my phone.
It's 2.5 hours of maps time.
Yeah.
But you're not on your phone.
No, but
I need to, I think, unsync we have like a music phone that the kids use for just music and some homeschool apps, and my iPad. Because my screen time looks insane right now. And I'm like, I'm literally blocked out of Amazon. I can't do anything. It's not me.
We are out of groceries because I missed the window.
Yeah, I missed the window. Sorry guys, there's no cheese. And
Speaking of cheese, let's talk about cheese for a little bit. Okay. So Brooke, how are you gonna get there? How do I say this kindly to you?
Sure.
Let me think about this.
So why is my screen, I know I'm in the corner, but I'm like so dark compared to you.
I think it's because you're wearing like a light shirt.
I think it's because you have this window on you and maybe I'm blocked.
Tomato. I don't know. Matt never complains about it.
If I sit way more forward, no.
I think you look dynamite. Anyways, so Brooke is trying to get ready for Shabbat dinner or just a dinner.
I don't know. I think it was just a dinner.
And she goes through this list of all the things that she can almost make. You know, I can almost make this, but I don't have this. I can almost make this, but I don't have this. I can almost make this, but we just ran out of cheese. And I said, Brooke, honey, darling.
Yeah, because you put all the cheese in the eggs for our breakfast burritos, which were bomb.
Yes. I said, hun, we are at a place financially. I don't know if you know this, but I'm a high flyer.
Okay.
We are at a place financially where we can afford to have just an extra block sitting in the fridge. We don't have garage fridge money quite yet.
Right.
But we are at the place financially where I feel pretty confident that if you click +1 when you order from Whole Foods or Target, we're going to be okay.
Yeah.
So now we have 4 blocks of cheese in the
look out.
We're ready.
Make all the things.
Yeah, so we're ready. So that's the kind of money solar can bring you. Double cheese block money.
Oh my word. So a couple weeks ago, as always, I'm typically like, I don't know, laying in bed at night, or it's the brain time, taking a shower, going on a walk, like doing those things where your brain is like sort of turned off, but not entirely. And all these things surface, like, I need to renew my passport, like that kind of vibe. And, which I still do. And, I was thinking about how, I know what it was. I know what kind of sparked it. You said, hey, you have somewhat of a furniture budget this month. And I was like, amazing. I think I know what I want. High flyer. Multiple blocks of cheese.
That's called the high flyer. Imagine the Royalty Club furniture budget. Wow.
I feel like when somebody, for me at least, when I'm told, hey, you have X amount to spend, like as a somewhat of like, it feels almost like a bonus style budget. It feels the same way as when you are given a gift card.
Yeah.
I go through Target any day, tell you 15 things I see that I like, that I want to get. I'm like, oh, that's nice. I'd get that, whatever.
Scroll through Amazon between 12:31 and 6:59.
And then somebody gives you a gift card for $100. And I suddenly am paralyzed on what to buy because it's like, I need it. It's the whole thing. So I was feeling similarly.
It's weird how much darker yours is.
I mean, I'm in a corner and you have 2 direct windows on you. I just wish that we could like up the exposure on mine, but I don't think that's how these work. And I don't want to mess it up mid recording.
Yeah,
anyway. So I think I was laying in bed thinking about it. And I was like, there again, this is not a complaint. It's just the reality of where we're at. We did move and leave all of our furniture behind.
Yep.
You know, we didn't leave Lego. We didn't leave Magnetiles or some linens, or like we did bring some things because they made sense. It was easy to ship. We brought our books, or it was stuff we knew the kids wanted. But
can I just list the things that we left behind?
Sure.
Kitchen table, kitchen chairs, bar stool chairs,
all of our kitchen
espresso
appliances,
machine, air fryer, couch, rug,
silverware,
credenza, TV, puzzle table. I'm just going through the house.
Yep. Turn the corner. Well, all the stuff in the garage.
All this other garage.
Turn the corner.
Beds,
bunk beds, dressers, the other TV, the other little mini fridge in the guest room,
desks,
all the stuff upstairs,
office chairs.
Literally, we left it all behind, which made sense. That's also not a complaint. Yeah. It all made sense both for how we're renting the house.
I think a container was like $60,000 to send.
No, it was not that much.
30,000. I think it was 30. I think Bethke said his was up there.
They had a massive one, but
right.
I believe that a massive one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it made sense to leave it all, which just means the reality of right now is that we are refurnishing a home.
Right.
We have to buy all those things again that we need, and that adds up.
Which is fun. It's fun.
So I'm thinking about with the furniture budget, I was like, okay, I want all the things, right? We need dressers. There's no art on the walls, so nothing feels like our home. I haven't printed a picture in a decade. I'd like to do that.
Right now, we don't even have all the outlet covers on the walls.
We don't. Oh, you can't see it in the shot. Maybe if you move. Nope. Oh, I see a corner of it. There's no vent cover. Deep into the wall. You pull out a small raccoon. We just need all the things. And that can feel very, very overwhelming. And so I was thinking about so I started using this language of sprinkles and cake.
Got it.
And let me jump ahead to IKEA now. So we're at IKEA 2 weeks ago. I had told you my sprinkles and cake idea. We kind of after I thought of it. We're at IKEA. I don't remember what you pointed to. Something cute. I have no memory as to what it was. And you were like, what about these? Should we get these for the girls? Or I don't remember what it was. And I said, those are super cute, but with such clarity. I said, but all of this, pointing to the whole area we were standing in. I said, all of this is sprinkles for another time. And we looked at each other and went, okay. And we moved on. And I thought, oh my word, we have to do an episode about this because it was so helpful. So basically what I've come up with to help myself is that I could put myself in this category. I could put many people in this category. I think the sprinkles are just more fun, right? I want to buy the sprinkles. I want to buy the new Christmas decor. I want to get the little tray for my countertop that's going to hold all my jewelry. I want the insert. We're going to get into specifics, but insert the sprinkles.
Right.
However, we still don't have dressers and the rooms look like they've exploded. There's nowhere to put socks. The kids can't find their clothes, which means they can't get dressed for school in time, which means we can't get out the door when we need to go somewhere.
Right.
We want to buy the sprinkles without first buying the ingredients to make the cake.
Yep.
Right. And so,
amen.
And so the sprinkles are fun. They're pretty. They're easy to buy. They're things that make your home or life feel magical for a moment. I am not anti-sprinkles. Hear me. I love sprinkles in this context.
The girl loves sprinkles.
I actually don't love sprinkles in a food context really, but
I
don't like to eat them. I think they're very pretty and I will let other people eat them, but I don't like the crunch. Anyway, but the cake of life and again, we're going to
girl.
We are going to.
Is that my new thing?
Yeah, please. Channel your inner Southern black woman
so,
who's at a church service.
That's a naughty. So before you go to do it, yesterday I told Brooke, I said one of my favorite things I get to do in my life right now is record Naughty Nation with Matt Kark.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm so passionate about finding him a wife. And if you are looking for a husband, look no further. I've got one for you. Anyways, we had gone to see the Magic movie. Not Now You See Me, Now You Don't, which is so bad.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't believe it. I said, what are you going to see? And you said that to me and I went, really?
But
it's fine.
We
improv a lot
on the show. That's a big part of it. And so we're coming up with characters And I came up with a character called Ganjeep, who is a screenwriter. And it
might be one of your favorites. Yeah.
it's like, and again, you don't want to be like, look how funny I am. But I
also look
was
how funny-
kind of impressed by myself about how good Ganjeep was.
Were you wearing the medal in your new coat at the time?
I did we did have new coats on for a little bit.
Maybe
But then we got sweaty, so I took mine off.
Smart.
Yeah, but I did have the medal on too. Anyways, continue.
Yeah, so the cake is the foundational things that actually help your life function.
Yes.
Again, we're talking in terms of like buying furniture and things for your house, but we're going to go through.
Let's keep it at home for now, and then
we're going to go through all the categories in a second here. So some examples would be like dressers, right? Those are cake. Okay. Seasonal pillows that are very cute at Target right now. Sprinkles.
Right.
Okay. An oven or stove, or let me say the dishwasher. Like the dishwasher we need, cake, right?
It's in the garage.
It's in the garage, but we need to get it installed, which is another allotment of budgeted money that like to make that happen. Yeah. Because there are so many reasons that would help our life function. Just waiting for that purple ribbon, baby.
That's called the high flyer.
You know, cute tray on the coffee table, sprinkles.
Yep.
Storage solutions. So there aren't 6 people's worth of shoes in the entryway when we're trying to walk in.
We got those too. Just need to install them. But we need to paint that wall in that room before we install them.
That is a whole other conversation about one-time lists versus.
But I would say that like getting the rooms ready for, like, I would say there's even
there's probably the
kind of like chair behind. It's like, oh, well, there's a couple of chairs behind. Like there's a couple versions of cake. I think
there's versions of, of cake. You could say like, you got to go buy all these ingredients and like set yourself up for success.
Yeah, it's like painting
painting a room.
Yeah.
To then bake your cake,
right?
Which could be the steps of whatever. And I lost my other train of thought. It'll probably come back to me.
Yeah. Shoe organizers. That's what you were.
And then just like the cute artwork I want to make by the door, sprinkles.
Nice.
Like, again, I'm not saying the sprinkles don't matter. Framing that artwork by the door actually really matters to me. But what we do is like, we need to name what they are so we stop expecting too much.
Right.
Like when we call the sprinkles,
yep.
We stop expecting them to fix deeper frustrations.
I would say that a huge category, again, I don't want to say this is exclusively a woman thing, but I would say that it is generally more of a woman thing.
Do you think that's because we're doing things like furnishing homes compared to?
No, because I think that men are simple creatures in a lot of ways, and the cake is the sprinkles for them. Like, I think that
I'm going to push back and say I think that depends on the person.
Yeah, 100%. But I would say
because the guy who's buying every single gadget for his yard and for this and for that.
Gadgets are cake.
Okay, no. Gadgets are sprinkles.
No, but like specifically, like I think.
Why is mine so zoomed in?
I don't know.
Please change that.
Oh my word.
I hate everything about it.
Sorry, I can't find my mouse. That's so weird.
Could you say that maybe it's more of a woman thing, but I think there are guys who fall into this, and I think maybe they're trying to say.
But I would say like
these aren't sprinkles. This is cake, and it's like no, your family's car is falling apart. Right. And you just bought a new XYZ. And it's like,
yeah. So like,
we're not.
I think an easy one is like clothes, like men or women.
Speak for yourself, because I can think of some guys who buy some sprinkly things.
So like clothes, I don't really have. I bought a new coat for the first time.
Right.
In a long time.
Which to you felt like a sprinkle.
Yeah,
which
it was a
funny,
sprinkle.
But it really,
is just
you need a coat on your
it's
body.
It's going to keep me warm.
Like, please buy the coat.
So yeah, okay. I'll submit to you in that.
Okay, thank you.
But I do think like...
I think there's probably some women who are like, I don't care about any of that sprinkle stuff.
Like my dad, I don't feel like has much sprinkle in his life. Like he is a...
Sprinkle. Say it.
Sprinkle.
Sprinkle. With a nice P in there. Sprinkle. Yeah.
Sprinkle.
Stop.
Dinkle.
I'd be interested as to what he thinks are sprinkles in his life.
Yeah.
Dad, I know you're listening. Please text us.
What's your
in 3 weeks when you've listened to this episode.
Sorry, I didn't mean to disrupt you.
No. It's okay.
I'm actually thinking about it in a really like.
It's very helpful in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And I think you could get all nitty gritty about like, well, here's what a sprinkle to me versus a sprinkle to you. And what about sprinkles to our kids? Do you want to go
into that, or do you want to continue with your examples?
Let me continue my thoughts. And if we have time to circle back, we can. But I think when you call the sprinkles, which is just a version of naming it what it is and putting it in its place. Sprinkles. Wasn't that the name of the cat they put in the freezer?
That Dwight killed. Mercy.
Yeah, you stop expecting them to fix deeper issues. And I've seen this across a lot of things. There's one person on Instagram who, and I agree with her, she goes hard after people in their seasonal decor. And she's always like, you go and buy this. And she shows just like footage of like shelves and shelves of all the
it's
new
all
stuff.
on Target right now.
Yeah. And she goes, but what you desire is this. And it's like a shot of a family dinner. And it's a shot of them around their tree or their fireplace or whatever. She's like, stop confusing the two. Like they're not going to do that.
One is sprinkles, one is cake.
Yeah. And again,
eating
I'm not anti-sprinkles.
Eating sprinkles by themselves is kind of disgusting.
I also think it's going to make you feel, I mean, if you think about it literally, it's going to give you that sugar high that's fun for a moment.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you're crashing.
Although cake is also
Cake is also sugar. Let's pretend this is a very protein heavy cake, which would
meat
be
cake
like a brick and disgusting. But yeah, naming the cake then really helps you prioritize intentionally instead of emotionally.
Right.
Like everything in me wanted to buy that fun ottoman or that fun whatever that was on sale. And I thought, well, that's a great deal. I'm like, no. We literally need dressers to put our clothes in. And we have 2 dressers now. And I can say that they've genuinely helped our days.
Yeah. You got
June goes, man, I love this dresser. And I'm like, bless her heart.
Yeah.
It's just a dresser with drawers.
Yeah.
But that shows how she was feeling as even a 10-year-old, the chaos of the clothing everywhere. Right. And she's like, I can find all my stuff.
As a 10-year-old bird watcher.
And I was like, yes, that's how dressers work.
Yeah.
And so, I'm not anti-sprinkle. I just want the sprinkles to be sprinkles. So I want to talk about how they show up in other areas of life.
Okay.
And we can rabbit trail these if we would like. But
some would even call that a
rabbit hole. I'm not ready. We're not ready. If we choose to rabbit hole, I'll be ready to rock and roll. Where is it? Rabbit hole. Oh, this blue one. Okay.
Rabbit hole.
In marriage. No. In marriage. Again, I'm like tossing these out there loosely. If you are listening and you're like, man, that's actually really a part of our cake. Sure.
Yes.
You get to decide what's your cake and sprinkles.
Yes.
I just want you to use that language.
Yes.
So like sprinkles, some examples would be like date nights, little surprises, cute texts, right? Like fun, flirty marriage stuff. The real cake is like actual communication, maybe counseling, rhythms that support our connection, like these deeper things that really matter. And if we do none of those, but I send a cute text and then I'm like, wow, that didn't help anything. Like why didn't that change the trajectory of our day and our vibes towards each other? It's like, well, I just chucked some sprinkles at your face and that's not going to work. Sprinkle chuck. Okay. So parenting. So sprinkles would be like matching holiday pajamas, themed activities, new toys. Again, I plan to get my girls some pajamas and I'm pumped about that because they've been asking and I'm excited about it. I'm not anti-sprinkles, but cake, consistent bedtime, chores, structure, one-on-one breakfasts, like these deeper rhythmic things that are actually going to set us up. So then when we toss the sprinkles at them of matching pajamas, it's just like the best thing ever. Right. It truly is the sprinkles on the cake or the cherry on top. And versus this is what's holding us together.
And I would say like what I would say, and maybe you agree or disagree with this, is like the ultimate cake or ingredients or whatever is the 7-day rhythm. Like it is the base technology.
Well, yes, if we're not doing dress or rug talk. Like,
right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
but
like if you're backing up even further into the rhythms of
like
life.
Like the cake behind, if you will, is a 7-day rhythm. Yeah. And we've talked about it for 5 years because it has radically transformed our marriage, our life, our relationship with our kids, the way we do school, the way we live. And it's allowed us to move twice and start new careers and not totally spiral and collapse like a dying star.
True that.
So,
I think faith could be like, leaning into like the sprinkles or like the super special devotionals or the retreats or all these beautiful journals or like, whatever. Again, not against those, but if you're not like showing up daily in the word, involved in a church community, you have like rhythms of prayer and quiet and all those things in your life. Like the journal's not going to fix it. It's the same in like health, like the new water bottle, the cute workout set, the supplements, the new running shoes, the whatever.
Here's a sprinkle I added this year. Okay.
But the cake is lifting 3 times a week, sleeping, protein, and consistency.
Yeah.
Like that is what is going to change your life.
Right.
And then it makes it so fun when you get to buy the sprinkle of the new shoes because you know you're really gonna.
Okay,
Are you gonna push back?
No.
Oh.
I'm just live, live,
live face
computing.
processing?
Yeah.
What?
So here's another just caveat, rabbit hole, if you will.
Bounce, 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 here we go. Down the latest rabbit hole. Clicking and scrolling, losing control. Rabbit hole.
Can a cake item turn into a sprinkle?
Maybe.
Here's my example.
Keep crawling into the hole.
When I started when I started last year, like the beginning of the year, I bought the Big A calendar. And for me, that was like a literal cake moment of like, I need
you were
to just
truly purchasing something to set you up for success.
Something that allows me to know that I'm moving the ball down the field.
Yeah.
And as I've gotten more comfortable and understood the job a little bit more, like the calendar didn't make the transition in the move. We didn't, I didn't hang it back up on a wall.
Yeah.
So it's almost like, but now I'm looking at like, cause I'm getting the Black Friday, buy the calendar, all this kind of stuff. And I'm contemplating, do I need it? I
think things could probably move categories.
Yeah,
I think we need to be careful with how often we allow that.
Right.
Like, again, I think there's people who are like,
but it's like the cake behind the calendar was like, I just internally.
If somebody chimes in, they're like, what are these people talking about?
It's talking about the cake behind the calendar was like, hold on, you see.
Bless you. It's because you stuck your hand down in that vent.
Yeah. I just need to visually see that I'm actually working and that things are actually happening, because I have a short memory when it comes to success and a long memory when it comes to failure. And so, yes.
I'm nodding to that, but I'm also nodding to the scientific truth behind that.
Yeah. And so the calendar to me was like, I need to look at this and see this visual thing that reminds me of my success. I think I'm talking myself into buying one again for next year.
So you're realizing it really still is in your cake, maybe.
Yes.
Even though you thought maybe it was going to move to your sprinkle.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I just wish it wasn't so big.
That's what I'm telling you. If you just want a large calendar, there's other brands that exist.
Yeah, but it's all 1 year at one time.
They exist.
I don't think so.
I've looked.
But they're not sending me texts.
I can't.
They're not sending me Black Friday texts.
My window is open. I need to show you right now what these calendars look like. Okay, so when it comes to like homemaking, I think some sprinkles are candles, cute baskets, seasonal decor. I could think of a lot of things that are there. But it's like the real cake of a home are the systems, the cleaning routines, actually decluttering and getting rid of things in your life, your laundry routines, your system. We desperately need to go through our clothes. Yeah, I have more categories, but I think you get the gist of it. And again, this is not an anti-sprinkle episode. This is call it what it is and put it in its right place so that you can really prioritize the right things in life. And if you're like, man, we've been building this cake for years, insert whatever category, you know what might feel fun? Some sprinkles. Like maybe that's what you need in life. But we left our cake on Maui when it comes to our house and we needed to start over here. And so I had it has taken me it's helped me shift my expectations, because I want the HGTV home renovation where you open the door and the whole room is done. Yeah. And I'm like, that is a lot of purchasing of cake and sprinkles all at once to get that room to that level. And I think what it would make me actually feel better is the dresser.
Right.
Because then the visual clutter is reduced. We can move better through our rhythm in our day, as much as the, I don't know, cute whatever was. Right. Is it really going to fix it? Like, I think no.
All right. Question for you then.
Yeah.
What are the sprinkles in my life?
For you?
For me.
Do you want to go by these categories, or?
No, I just want you as my wife, to I think I can look back in the past and see him as like all the Kickstarter stuff that I loved. It was all just this fun.
Yeah, I think I don't know. But I don't. Yeah, if I can speak freely, I think it sort of depends on your category.
Okay.
I think in some categories, I think it's a sprinkle from the start, like straight up.
Okay.
And then there's some times where I think because you feel a lot of tension in that area, you you almost acknowledge, you're like, oh, this is like just this sprinkle. But I think deep down, you actually hope it's going to make a big change.
Mhm.
And I think I could probably say the same. And I think that that's where we get frustrated and then like, oh, it didn't work again. And I'm like, well,
But I feel like
you know,
maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I have a false picture of how I see the world, but like, or how I see myself. But I
Mhm.
feel like as I've gotten older, I have less sprinkles.
yes.
Like where before it was like, oh yeah, new tech, new this,
right,
like all this
yeah.
kind of stuff. And it's like,
One,
I
I
was
think you
talking
do have
to
a little less, but also I think you have, without this language at the time, started to acknowledge like this isn't a sprinkle. Like we actually need this to do our jobs.
right,
Like we can't film a podcast without cameras.
right.
That's
Yeah.
not a sprinkle.
Yeah.
I guess we could choose not to film at all, but that's a
Right.
separate conversation. Of like, do we want that?
And then
cake?
I think so like let's use the podcast for example. This is a good category. I would love to like build a cool set.
Yeah.
And have a bigger table that could actually fit more things.
Like our iPads.
And have just like a little more structure and things like that. But I look at that as sprinkles, like, oh, it's going to cost some money and some time and some investment. But is that actually cake? And am I
Well, and I think
holding back the podcast
right.
in the name of we don't need those sprinkles? But that's actually like,
I think it depends on the cake we're trying to build in the future. I really do. And there's so many layers. This is a very layered cake. Like,
yeah,
it's a wedding cake with many, many layers. Because the podcast specifically, that builds into future conversations of where are we trying to go? Where are we trying to take this? Because it's so, on the flip side, it's so easy to be like, no, these aren't sprinkles. This is cake.
I actually think I struggle with the other way more. I think I look at...
No. I'm saying I think for a lot of people, I think for me and you, just speaking me and you personally and me and you business stuff podcast, I think which we've been very open about, like with several hard years of business on top of a ton of life change and transition, I think, and this was sort of what started it all. Like I was afraid to spend money on either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm afraid to spend money on cheese.
Buy the extra cheese.
Right.
We're
like
going to be
not
okay.
afraid. That sounds so intense. But
yeah.
I'm hesitant, overthinking, whatever. And so.
But then she would show up from a trip to Target with like candles and candlesticks and trays. And I'd be like, well,
yeah,
what's
I
happening?
haven't bought a tray, but I did buy candlesticks for Shabbat.
Right.
But yeah, it's that idea of just like, I got to sneeze too. What is happening?
Bounce, bounce, bounce. Here we go.
Beep, beep, beep.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was saying there. I lost my train of thought.
Yeah. I think,
the podcast. Just that. Yeah, it's just an interesting conversation starter as a whole, because I do feel like you and I, we're just so tired of spending money on things, and I think that's life. But
right.
we're not buying either, so we're just there.
Or we're not buying either, and then you buy something, and I'm like, well, that's a sprinkle, and then I buy something, and you're like, well, that's a sprinkle, and then we get kind of bitter towards each other,
right?
When we don't have the ingredients for the cake,
right?
Because it's like, well, we would have that if you hadn't bought this or I hadn't bought that,
yeah.
And so so it's just like, and then there's part of me, the challenger or whatever you want to call it, that's like 2026, no sprinkles, all cake. What would that look like? How would that change our lives?
Right.
How much money would we have at the end of the year? Which then unpacks.
I don't know, because then I'm like,
which then goes back to my deepest, darkest fears that I'm going to run out.
right.
Like that is what I think about 95% of the time. I'm going to run out of money, and my family's not going to have enough.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, it's like, well, let's just cut all sprinkles, unless I want one.
I actually think the cake is more expensive.
Yeah. But
typically, I guess it depends on the category and what
right,
we're talking about, but
yeah. It's like, well, we
someone's
function
in
in this house so far. Well, let's not buy any more cake. All that kind of stuff. But I know that there's like emotional and spiritual health to some of the things that we need.
Yeah.
Like again, I'm not a minimalist. You're not a minimalist. Most people aren't minimalists.
Right.
And so, yeah, it's just a really interesting conversation that I think is worthy of putting in your repertoire of vocabulary.
And I think what's nice is that both categories I think, again, speaking about furnishing a home specifically, they can build on each other year after year.
Yeah.
Like my Christmas sprinkles, if you will, I mean, I had 10 years of buying the right things at the right time. So it looked like I had a ton of Christmas sprinkles for
Right.
Christmas decorating.
Yeah.
Now, we did bring some of that with us, and some of it we chose to let go of because it wasn't worth shipping back. But like,
Right.
which is a whole separate, wildly interesting thing to have to go through your things again and say, is this worth taking back?
Right.
Basically, would I buy it again?
Yeah.
Would I buy it again and pay to send it home, send it back? It's insane. But anyway, I think I'm also feeling some of that here.
Right.
That like, I often say to you, I feel like I already did this. I feel like I already spent 15 years trying to like, whatever,
Curate.
a home, like curate and do this. And I feel like I'm starting over. I feel like I have more clarity starting over,
Right.
which is really cool. But,
yeah, it's really interesting. And I think it would be like, so it'd be cool to think like, okay, so you got the furniture budget. It would be cool for you or for people who have sort of like this, who are going to introduce this language into their lives, to like, let's say you have your furniture budget, 90% of it is for the cake.
Yeah.
And then leave 10% for the sprinkles.
Right.
Like allow
Because again,
yourself.
the point
or, you
isn't
know,
never buy sprinkles because
right.
they really are such little pops of joy and connection and really fun things in lots of different categories.
Yeah. The cake is going to set you up to have the core memory, and then the sprinkle might actually be the core memory, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So I don't know. It's kind of a harsh drop off to the end of our thoughts, but
no, I think it's just a really good conversation.
Like, I feel like I could keep talking about specifics, and I hope that it doesn't produce too much disagreement or arguing between like, well, that's cake for me and that's a sprinkle for me, but I hope that we could be, we meaning like everybody we listening is able to just kind of like I always say, like have the conversation out here where you're kind of holding it away from yourself, not clutched white knuckle tight.
Because there's going to be people who like get all defensive and it's like, well, that's not a sprinkle. That's
right. But I'm also just like, I don't know if you can know what maybe somebody's sprinkles are. What a way to make them feel really seen and really like surprised and
it's also a way to like kind of
show up every day and do what you need to do for the cake.
Yeah. It's also kind of a good way to check the ones you love. Hey, you're in sprinkle territory constantly.
Yeah, you only ever sprinkle.
We need
them.
you back in the regular, cake building, baking.
Yeah.
Do you want to read comments from last week's episode, or should we save this for members only?
No, we can read some comments.
Okay. So last week, what's your full and what's your floor?
Oh, yeah.
What are the chances I get a discount at the pop-up event if I show up in pajama chances?
Okay, here's the
pajama
thing.
pants with TJ's face on it.
I almost said, hey, everybody, wear your pajama pants to the pop-up shop.
Please
and
don't.
then I was literally physically so afraid to say that because I knew it would actually bother you.
Please don't. I will charge you double. If you're wearing pajama pants, double the price. Okay, Esther said, as a labor and delivery nurse, I try very hard not to judge my patients' families, but I saw so many fathers-to-be at prenatal appointments and in the delivery room wearing Dragon Ball Z PJs or Budweiser PJ pants.
Dragon Ball Z.
No, stop. You guys need...
What do you say?
I don't know. I don't know anything about it. As my husband,
my word, my brain can't think of what you say when you.
So this is actually a positive comment.
Okay.
As Lauren says, as my husband and I are trying really hard to incorporate a Sabbath every Saturday, this is super helpful language, especially looking at the week ahead and knowing there might be something we have to do on Saturday. I love that we can have personal, conjoined, floor, and full.
Yeah.
Thanks for
that's
sharing.
Super good.
Natty Netter, she's also a Naughty Nation member. One of my mottos is something is better than nothing because I can easily fall into the all or nothing trap. This language of full and floor are super helpful. Great episode. Kayla Frank, this is my favorite episode in recent memory. The full floor language is new to me and I can't wait to incorporate it in my daily life. Allie Rehum, totally with me in pajama pants in public. Thank you. Join the revolution. Such helpful language from Summer Perkins, and Lindsay Worth, who's also saving money on her electricity. I listen to podcast music on Apple Music, but I updated my Spotify app just so I could comment this.
Wow.
My
Thanks,
mother-in-law is a school teacher, and she came to pick up one of our boys to take him to a library program, and she walked in with pajama pants on. I had to turn away for a hot second because I started laughing, thinking about TJ absolutely raging at the sight. If there was any benefit of the doubt to give, it might be that today was possibly pajama day at her school.
Sure.
But still.
Lindsay, keep believing that.
Yeah, keep believing that. So if you want to bring her in, have her call in. I should have a call in episode where I defend this stance. Like,
it is the hill you will die on.
Pajama pants are not to be worn in public. Change my mind.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
that
You're
is my
sitting
version
down
of the
in public,
meme. Yeah.
Arguing with people about it. Oh my word.
Well, guys, we really appreciate you, and especially members. Again, walkinlove.supercast.com to become a member, and you would be able to listen to this episode and every episode ad-free, as well as enjoy a few bonus episodes. Thank you for listening. Thank you for making us a part of your week. Okay, I love you. Bye.